Hi, here we are, finally working on week 7 and finally getting to the genograms. I love to do genograms with students because most of the time they really like them. They think they're kind of fun to do and they're kind of important things to know, especially if you go into certain fields. Well, one of the things that you're going to learn about a genogram is that the use of a genogram is pretty typical in social work. And since I'm a social worker, I've done a lot of genograms with clients in my life. But genograms are great because what genograms are kind of like family trees or a family map of usually 3 generational. So what you guys will be doing is you'll typically be doing you, your parents, and your grandparents. Unless you have children, and I don't think any of you do, but if you do, you would also add your children to the mix. And so what it is it's kind of like a family map that shows you different generational patterns. You can add things to the genogram that shows different things. So you can see patterns. So sometimes in the health field, I think some of you might be health majors. So in the health field, if you did a family genogram, you could see patterns of obesity in a family, patterns of substance abuse, patterns of mental illness, just even in through just working with families and things like that, you can see patterns of divorce in families, patterns of child abuse, patterns of, like we said before, substance abuse, alcoholism, different things like that. And so I'm gonna show you how to do some of these. I do want you to have a piece of paper and a pencil to start out with. You guys will do this genogram with me, hopefully follow along with me as we do it. And then you guys can kind of touch up on your genogram, add to your genogram so that we're not spending the whole time. But I'm just going to give you the basics and then I'm going to let you expand on your genogram on your own. And then you'll take a picture of it and you'll upload it here as your assignment. And then my plan is to read your genogram. And so I'm going to read your genogram and I'm going to type up a paragraph or a written narrative about what I'm reading in your genogram. And so I want you to make sure that you use your symbols correctly, identify all of the things that you can identify so that I can read your genogram accurately. And so here's where you're going to start to understand just a little bit about my life, because I'm going to share just a little bit about it.